I'm a baby. Oh, look at my
Wakey,
shirt.
wakey, sunshine. Oh,
It's Grogu and stuff.
so sweet.
Oh, so Saturday night, I didn't sleep well. I had nightmares all night. Don't know why.
Oh my gosh.
And
Sorry.
then I'm having email issues with one of my email accounts. I don't know what's going on there either. And I was up late last night because of the Oscars.
I bet you were.
Oh, I had to do a show and everybody
heard around the world.
Oh my goodness. Everybody's calling me this way. Everybody was texting me, calling me. Okay. It is. It's just crazy. It's crazy. Somebody was honking outside my window. I'm like, it's not. I don't respond to honking outside my window. You can call. Well, it's my phone. No, not calling. Okay. So yes, it was. It's been. I've had very little sleep.
You're going to be so much fun today.
Oh, I know. Well, the coffee's here.
No making big, important life decisions today, James.
I don't want to. I don't want to. I was like, it's been a rough weekend. I did all my soaps yesterday. I mean, I was like, my eyes are like slits. I'm like trying to, hello. My hair is half done. I don't want to, it's like, it's kind of crazy. It was like, so it's kind of, I'm doing this. You don't see it all the way.
You're going to sit up straight and get your hair, top of your hair off the screen.
Yes. I may wear a hat next show. I don't know. Oh my God. So yeah, my phone was ringing. Everybody was texting me this morning. My phone's ringing. Everybody's texting. So I put out a video.
What is everyone saying? Tell us what everyone is saying.
Oh, it's a mixture. I think what's the craziness is everyone has an opinion. Right.
Of course, we always do. Isn't there a very famous quote? Opinions are like blank.
Yes.
Yeah.
Everybody has one. Yes. We're a family show. No.
That's why I blanked it.
Yeah, you blanked it. I actually, I have my thing. I actually have this. I actually have that. I should have that on my little panel right here. I should have that. It's fun. I had a side note. I had a show I used to do with my friend Karen where we would bleep at the wrong parts on purpose. Because our show, we were like, I don't understand why beep, bitch, you know, like kind of thing. I'm trying to think of the words that is bad.
That's very funny.
And I do it off on purpose, and people just laugh. It was dumb. No. No, everybody. I mean, I say, but everybody has an opinion, of course, right? So there's a low-hanging fruit, I call it, where it's like they should have did it. Nobody condones violence, blah blah, and all that stuff. And hashtag Oscars so black. You wanted black Oscars? Here you go. Like they're making jokes about that. The hair stuff. People were on Chris Rock's side. People were on Will Smith's side. All this stuff. So all that's there. So for me, I went different routes. So everybody watches my show. This is the Extra Connections Oscar special. I went back to just basics of being human. And I shared experience where I went off on a guest a couple weeks ago, and our friendship now is over because I was triggered. And sometimes that happens. Not saying it's right. I never condone violence. I never condone that's never the answer. But I've slapped a few people in my life. I know I have in my past. And I'm not saying I'm proud of it, but I've done it. And anger does the best you sometimes, even if you're a celebrity. And I said, also, I have that perspective too. I know it's like to be in a public eye and people say just horrible things about you over and over, and you're supposed just to take it. Being in a public eye is not a healthy thing. It's not healthy. And you have to really find the healthy way to navigate it. I wrote a song, about it. I took the words that people actually said about me and put them into a song. And actually kind of took back, almost like that Take Back the Night thing, say back years ago, Take Back the Night. And I know how you can just, even if you're not a public eye, I mentioned how sometimes somebody will say something to you at a certain time, on a certain time part of the day, at a certain mood, and we've all done it. I'm like, it's not pretty, but I'm saying we've all done it. I think we need to remember that celebrities we should put them on pedestals. We shouldn't. We all do it. We shouldn't. And it wasn't good for nobody won, so to speak. And he seemed remorseful afterwards when he did his speech. And And I just people right now, everybody's going to talk about just every angle of it. And I think I'm seeing from the horrendous, that's what Black folks do, to the armchair. I'm taking Will's side, or I'm taking this side, or comparing it to this. And like, so I'm seeing all these reactions. And folks always come to me, they're like, well, James, you're always a little more reserved, but you really, it's very thought provoking. And so I said, yeah, I thought about it more on a human level, that violence is never the answer. It's never the answer. But we all have issues. And I just read Will Smith's book. So maybe I'm a little more in tune to Will's. I just read his book. It's a brilliant autobiography. He shares everything. And him and Jada get a lot of crap all the time. How they attack their kids, they attack them, but also comedians have a right to have free speech. I'm not a cancel culture person. I'm a consequence culture person. So I know if you say something, something could happen because of it. I mean, I know that. Sometimes some jokes go too far. Some jokes are in poor taste. Not every comedian is perfect either. So I think so. I see it as not as just a black and white. Some folks are just black and white about it. That's it, and that's it, and that's it. I'm like, well, to me, it's more of a gray issue. Somewhere in there, there's some things that yes, you can say are wrong, but I think we need to go back to the human side of where it's easy for everybody to sit and judge at home and say they should have did, you should have did, you should have did, you should have did. You may be right, but we got to get back to the humanness. And also, these last couple of years, I think have had a toll on everybody. I think that we've not been living normal times. We just haven't. I think some of the things that we're seeing right now are a result of isolation, result of being scared all the time, being on high alert for this viruses and things. I mean, we haven't lived a normal life in the last 2 years. I haven't. I think I'm having nightmares right now because of I have organizing clients who want me to come back. I'm not quite ready. How do I explain that to them? And they're looking for it. So I could tell, I realized it yesterday afternoon. Oh, I'm taking this in. I'm being harder on myself, probably than I need to be. This is business also. And so I haven't made decisions yet. And I've not returned any phone calls because I'm not ready yet, but it's stressing me out because they're calling. I know I return phone calls. So it's a whole thing. The world, we're not in a normal place where this is something we don't have a precedent in our lifetime. Yeah, there's other things back in the day, but for us, or you and I, yeah. So that's kind of where I'm at. I have a lot to unpack this way, Melissa. I have a lot going on.
You always have a lot going on, Mr. JLJ Media.
LJ Media, yes. It's tough, girl. I mean, you're in charge too. People always say, I want to be in charge. I want to be in charge. I'm like, being in charge comes with a lot of responsibility. It does. And sometimes it's fun and sometimes it's not fun. And you know that.
I do. And I think that for people who haven't been in charge, who believe they want to be in charge, find a good mentor who has led. And so you do it right the first time. Like, try and get it right, because a bad experience in leadership can actually move a lot of folks away from taking that next leadership role when it shouldn't. But I would just say that any type A personality should always have a chance to lead something in their life, so they get that gratification, and there are just folks who lead and there are just folks who follow. That's all. That's okay. I just think that we're in this space right now where we need to come back to a normal thinking society. Do unto others as you would have done unto you. Like some of the basic common, human elements of getting along with one another. I'm not even referring to the Oscars. I'm just saying on a day-to-day basis, there's a lot of people out there who are they're not nice people.
I know, right.
And there's no reason not to be nice, especially because a lot of us out here are just doing our thing, making a living, taking care of our families. And this, individual comes into your life and just can blow it up because they're just unhappy and ungrateful. And all of a sudden they want to share. And so that becomes everyone else's problem around them. So, picking your people that you surround yourself with, super critical, and be loyal, and take care of people who support you. That's always a big one. Sometimes, leaders can be a bit abusive or ungrateful or take advantage or just not aware that, you're not leading, you're just dictating, or you're being a brat,
Yeah, right.
So I think that there's as you mature
Mature.
and you get older, some of these things just become natural progression to enlightenment. And many other times there are just folks who just, they're not into improving themselves or being a quality person. So they never change, and it just always remains very selfish.
I'm glad you said that, because there is some truth to that. Not because you're older, you're wiser. There are a lot of folks who don't learn their lessons. We know people like that. I know people like that who just never pay attention.
Yeah.
And they just get through life somehow.
They
I don't
do.
know how to get through it. I don't know how the F they get through it. They get through it. I have a
do.
friend I'm just thinking right now that I saw for the first time in 3 years. I saw her and I love her to pieces.
Yes.
Her name is, no, I love her to pieces. But she has literally not changed in the 3 years that I've seen her.
Yeah.
And she's older than I am. So I'm glad you said not necessarily, it should be older, wiser. Melissa and I both are older and wiser. We're two examples of that. But no, but there are folks who, it's pouring all of a sudden. So it really is raining. Yes, my garden's so happy. I'm sorry.
Raining, yay! It's raining in Los Angeles.
It's LA. It's raining in Los Angeles. Like, it really is pouring right now here in Inglewood. It's pouring.
Nice.
Okay,
It's not pouring here yet. It did rain this morning in Chatsworth, but it's not coming down. I hope we get some thunder.
Me too. Me too. I love thunder. I'm scared of it, and I love it at the same time. No, but I'm glad you said it, because some people, they make they don't see the patterns. They don't see the patterns. They don't see it's a pattern. They don't see it's a pattern. They just everybody's out to get them. It's always everybody else's fault. And they never take accountability for anything. They don't work on themselves. There are folks who really don't do that, folks. There are folks who just don't. I'm fine. That was his fault. That was her fault. I'm moving on. And like, you don't really move on. You make the same thing again. I have a friend who's been engaged and or married 7 times, and he's only 40.
What?
He keeps finding these people who he gets engaged to, and either it falls apart or he marries them. They last 2 or 3 years. Bam. Next one. Bam. I'm just like, first of all, I keep finding people. I don't know what's going on. I can't find one. But that's number one. That's my own issues there.
You must have standards.
I guess. So I'm like, I keep lowering them, but this doesn't work. But no, but it's just funny. But he keeps finding these people who want to marry him, and he can't just date them. Apparently, my father's the same way. My father's on his 6th marriage. He just keeps getting married. And I'm like, well, just have girlfriends. Like, why do you get married?
Right. You don't have to be married. Not today.
Not today. Not
Certainly
really.
not today.
No, but for whatever reason, he's choosing these women, and they are marrying him. And so I think and so some folks just don't see, or they see it, they don't care. It's how it is, and this is what I'm going to do, and I'm a grown up, and ha ha ha, that kind of thing. I always make jokes that I'm 52 years old. I would do whatever I want. And anyways, laugh when I say that, because that's like a little kid. Like I'm gonna stomp in the puddles if I want to. You can't stop me, kind of thing. But there are folks that I know. Like I said, my one friend, I love her. I mean, I do. I genuinely love her. But after 2 minutes with her, I was done.
Oh, no.
I was trying my best to get the rest of the time with her. I was trying to get out away from her. That's how rough it is. It's like, girl, I wish you the best. And I do, I wish her the best. But all that energy was like a Tasmanian devil.
Yes.
A whirling dervish, just stuff that she was just, and my life to this and this, just drama all the time.
Yeah.
I just can't. I mean, I have friends who live like that all the time. They're addicted to it, I think. I can't. Oh my, I hate drama. I hate drama.
No, I mean, I need peace and quiet and tranquility, because business life can be extremely exciting on its own.
Yes.
And frankly, I need my sleep. I'm a girl who needs 9+ hours sleep.
I'm with you,
So
girl. That's right.
there's no staying out late and getting into trouble for me anymore.
Yeah, same here. I just say, Flobo took me to dinner the other night. It was our first time seeing each other this year in person.
Nice.
And he's like, James, I want to thank you for leaving the house after 8. I said, yeah, I know. This is so late for me. I mean, literally, my friends know. Listen, my friends know that if you don't get me out the house before 8 o'clock, it ain't happening. I'm already relaxed with slippers on and a robe. I'm like, nah, we're not going nowhere. Nah. So
Yeah.
he got me at the house after 8 o'clock because he wasn't available till then. We went to have dinner. So we were out for like 3 hours. I was like, this is
Nice.
late for me. I'm like, what the F? This is late
Yeah.
for me.
I mean, it's fun. It's fun to do it once in a while, right? But I cannot hold my liquor the way I used to. I cannot stay up the way I used to. I certainly cannot eat what I want to anymore. So my life is like,
It's over.
it's, you find joy in other things. Hopefully you do, or else you just are like mad all the time. But I have found joy in other things.
Yes.
And so I'm adjusted by now, but the idea of going out for dinner at 9 o'clock to me is exhausting. Exhausting. We had a birthday party. We were invited to a birthday party for a friend of ours. And I think we were supposed to arrive at 8:30. And the first thing out of my mind is, oh my God, I'm going to be up till 11:30. And then it was like, oh, but we're going to have so much fun. It's exciting. Let's go out. But the first thing popped in my mind, oh my God, I'm not going to it's going to be rough the next day.
Melissa, I used to, okay, here folks, here's a little something for you guys. You guys told me you like our stories. So I remember my friend Michelle and I, she's a year younger than us, we get into Los Angeles from San Francisco. We were so excited, get here on Saturday afternoon. Come here to this room. Before I lived here, I come here. I have a radio up in the corner that I think it was after 6. I turn on this is back in the, I guess, 2000s. K Big 104 had disco Saturday nights, and we turn on. They played disco music. We start to pregame. They didn't call it pregame back then. We'd have a drink, probably eat a little something, have some snacks. She'd lay all her clothes out, and we were like, "We're gonna wear it tonight." Blah blah. Okay, but we didn't leave the house until 10 to go out.
Yeah.
No, Melissa, we didn't leave the house till 10 p.m. to go out. Because you're like, we can't. You got to show up to the club at 9:30. You have to show up. Be there by 11. Because by the time you drove to Hollywood, found a parking spot, did all that stuff, it was like 11 o'clock. And we're just hoofing it in. It's like, okay, we're ready to party, and woo, and all of a sudden we're walking to the club, and it's like 11:30, and we stay out till the club closes at 2. They go to like Mel's Diner or Swingers or wherever, go afterwards with our friends and eat greasy food, which I can't do anymore at 3 in the morning. Eat greasy food till about 4. They come back here and pass out. They get up at 9 and go to the swap meet with her mother. Oh, and do it like, oh, okay, I got it. I'm like, what?
Yes.
I can't do that anymore. Those days are over.
Honestly, I have no desire to do that anymore.
Yeah.
None. Like, we should actually do a challenge, and we should challenge each other to relive those days, because I used to do the same thing. Not big on clubbing. I'd go to parties and stuff, but not big on clubbing. We should try to see how we fare. Start our evening in pregame mode at 9 o'clock. Right? Get to some club in Hollywood somewhere. Make it a rooftop, please.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Yeah, exactly.
And party and dance and have a great time, and then just kind of get ourselves home after we eat a little something.
Yes, you have to do that.
2:30 in the morning. We should document it.
So maybe in the summertime when the weather's nicer.
That's right.
Late spring. I know some rooftop places. I know some great rooftop places, actually. That could be something.
We should do that. And we should invite some friends to come along. So it's a fun party.
I'll find like Tony and all them. They're fun. We'll have fun. My sister will have her come. We'll try. So our other joke, my sister always like, this looks like, so there's 24-hour places out there, 24-hour diners, whatever. We like diner food. It's kind of fun. We kept saying we should one day try to come at 3 in the morning to see who's here. I just see to see who's here. We haven't done it yet. That's nothing. We haven't done it yet because we're like we're all tired. Like we set our alarms at 2, and but we haven't done it. Nobody's. But that's I like that challenge. Like, we're gonna try to challenge ourselves. I'm not we're gonna challenge.
That'll be fun.
Because
We'll have a good laugh.
well, we'll have something else. We'll have something. Because I mean, because that would be. I have my friend. I have somebody document. I have my younger folks document it for us.
I think we should do it, James.
I know.
Sounds like a good challenge.
I like that. Actually, I do. I like that. It's good. It's oh my god. I'm already tired already.
Just
Think about it.
thinking about it, right?
I like because I mean I used to. I mean, oh my. And I because at the W Hotel, W Hollywood has a rooftop thing, and I think and I remember I got in for free because I knew somebody who knew somebody. But there's nothing like being on the top of LA, seeing all of Los Angeles at night, having drinks in your hand. I don't know, lounging on a chaise lounge or whatever. There's nothing like it. There's nothing like it. I'm a total VIP whore. I'm a total whore, all that stuff. I love that stuff. I just think that's the old me. I love that stuff, but I don't know if I can do it anymore. But that could be very interesting to try and get like really like look nice. Look like we can go out, put ourselves together, and you know, try to do my hair some kind of way. I don't know. And try to work that out. Yes, that's a good challenge. But when the weather's warmer,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
we want to be out
For
the
sure.
house. We can try that. I know I used to do a girls' night. We say every once in a while, all the mothers, all the husbands would watch the kids, and
Mhm.
I was the guide, and we go out and we have the best. I mean, go eat first somewhere, then go party and dance and have they all look cutesy and hotsy totsy, and that was a lot of fun. I don't. I mean, I miss that stuff. I do miss it sometimes. I miss it sometimes. I do.
You're lit up right now, so I want to see you out having a great time.
I love to dance. I do love. That's one thing I love to dance. I do love to dance. I do. And I mean, a lot of our adventures, which will say ones remain nameless, from conferences of past. I did a lot of partying then too.
Oh yes.
We did a lot of partying, and it was fun. It was fun. It was. I mean, it's. I do. I like people. I do. I like people. So it's fun. But I'm just like I'm old now, so I don't know if I. Well,
Okay, but we're not that old. You know, we're not cocoon old. Like we're not trying to.
I feel like I'm cocoon old. I feel like I should lay in a Palm Springs somewhere. See now this one sounds good to me, Melissa. You go to Palm Springs when it's not super hot, lay by the pool, have food and stuff just delivered to you, drinks and funny umbrellas and things. That sounds good to me. That's not partying. That's relaxing and drinking and eating. That sounds great to me. With friends.
Yeah.
That's old people stuff, Melissa. That's old people stuff.
That's our speed, but we're going to try and recreate the young 21 something era of going out and partying, staying out really late.
I will be sleeping till 5 in the afternoon. And
yeah, the recovery will be the rest of the weekend, but that's okay.
That's okay.
So we have to make it a Friday night though, James, right?
Oh, yes.
Is it Friday night single night and Saturday night is date night?
Yes, you're true.
Okay, but I want to do it so I have Saturday and Sunday to recover.
That's true. Me too. You're right. I'll cancel all my shows. I was like, sorry, Sunday, no shows.
Sorry, Sunday.
Papa Jamie needs to relax and like recover. I mean, we gotta do shots. We gotta do all kind of stuff. I mean,
yes. And I know some really good fun liquor to. I mean, you know, yeah, we could have fun. It could be a lot of fun. But we need a designated driver or an Uber or whatever.
Yeah.
Because I do intend to party.
Oh no, I can get that. I can actually get that. I can get us to that. A person who doesn't drink, but it's not around. It's not alcoholic or anything. It's not a problem around people who drink.
Okay.
So I think I think I have somebody who would do because for my 45th birthday, I got trashed obviously. But that was I had a giant birthday chalice, and my niece made it the drinks by smell because she was pregnant. She made it by smell, and she got us all effed up. And so it was a lot of fun. But we have people who are designated to watch out for us. So I always take care of my folks, and I always make sure it's
important.
Gotta be safe at the same time. This isn't 1985. So we gotta be safe. All right, folks. I'm James.
And I'm Melissa.
And this is Coffee Conversation with James and Melissa. And it's funny, all my friends are like, oh, it's Monday morning. You must be doing a show with Melissa. I go, yes, I am. And so thanks for listening and watching to our show. You guys are so great and saying how much you love our conversations. And grab your coffee. I did a coffee taste test, just so everybody understands this, on my TikTok. I did a coffee taste test between Starbucks Veranda and Starbucks Sunrise. They're both blonde blends, which we talked about on this show before because she likes Pike Place. We talked Pike Roast, Pike Place, whatever it's called. I feel like it's Monopoly. But I did a taste test, side by side taste test to see what was the difference between the two. So go to TikTok, James Lott Jr., and you can see what my answer is. See, coffee continues even on other shows. Coffee is my life. My life. I need it. I need it. Anyway, we love you. We'll see you next time.